Welcome to the GameChanger 00100 show. I'm your host, GameChanger. And yeah, you see this woman on the screen here. Now, for those of you who are curious, if that were my bed, I would not kick her out of it. Just throwing that out there. I like her lips. Don't really like her nose that much. And actually, I think it's the nose ring that I don't like. So I like her lips and I like her tits. And there you have it. That is enough for me of what she got to get my penis. Yeah, DSLs, exactly. So, but that's not why I'm putting this video up. Now, I'm putting this video up particularly about her because she, for the same reason that I'm willing to fuck her, somebody else was too. A high value man was looking to copulate with her, and then she showed her true colors shining through. And I was just talking to somebody about this because I find it now, those of you who follow me a long time know that I talk about level two, BFF, and how they are just uh, in disguise. They're poison. She's so fly, she'll drive you right out of your mind and steal your heart when you're blind. But basically, they can only keep up the pretense for so long. And then the real them comes out. Now, I want you to listen and here, hit the like button. I want y'all to listen. I want you to listen with your ears, and I want you to hear the real, true her. All right. Because not all that glitter is gold, and not all that is golden is honey. So let's take a listen. Fair use. Fair use. She's replying to, wait, girl, tell us about the date. And this is what she had to say.
Okay, so let me tell you about this that I went on with this high value six figure. Um,
Okay, hold on, hold on. Notice the tits. Now she might have a gut, which throws everything else out the window. But notice the tits. Notice the tits. Get the eye full of the tits before we continue. Because I want y'all to understand the date from the guy's point of view. But also note another thing. Notice how she did the quote unquote high value man. This is how Kevin Samuels have manipulated the minds of so many women and men and men. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying he has changed the mind of so many women and men. But there's still like this disdain, like, he's high value, meaning that, not good enough. See, that is what the air quotes mean in this context. He's high value, but I don't value him. That's what she's getting at with that. Because when she's doing the quote, she's quoting others. Like by others' definition, he is high value. That's why it's a quote of someone else, is what she's doing. Look at her tits again, and I'll continue. All right.
your black man, child. He had a
Okay, right then and there. I don't know where she's from, but I hate her. I do not know where she is from, but I hate her. And it sounds like Miss Stop, whatever it is, whether you're from Florida, Mississippi, stop. Child, girl, why do you sound like an 88-year-old church woman? That is annoying as crap. Why don't you watch TV and talk the way the women on TV talk? Why? Why are you doing this to yourself? You don't behave like that. I don't want to hear that crap. I'm pretty sure, however it went, if he's a regular person, he just got tired of somebody said, child, hopefully. Lady, god dang. If you want to turn a high value man off, talk like that. Talk like that.
stick up his butt. He was one of them new money Negroes who didn't forgot where he came from. But
Who forgot where he came from. The whole purpose of getting money is to forget where you came from. Who wants to remember that? I block out. I block out. I was just reminded just now. I block out memory of roaches in Captain Crunch. That was disgusting. I want to forget that. I want to forget the East Oakland apartments that I grew up in. I do. That is the whole point. The whole point is to forget where you came from. If you came from like oh, he forgot where he came from. That's the point. That is the point. If you want to die with pleasant memories and you went from, I don't know, the Straits of Compton to Baldwin Hills, then you want to forget all of Compton. You want to forget all that crap. It is not glory. It is not glory. You want to I shared a room with three siblings. I want to forget that shit. It was four rooms to one person, and then when you live four rooms to one person, yes. Or it was one room to four people, and then you flip it from four people to one room. Once that happens, yes, you want to forget that crap. You want to forget that crap. You think Nelson Mandela wants to remember prison? You think Malcolm X wanted to remember prison? That is ridiculous. He forgot where he came from. No, I know where I came from. And where I came from, it was a lot of bitches like you. And I want to forget that. And you remind me of it every time you say child. Every time you say child, you sound like unpleasant memories. He forgot where he came from. Bitch!
It really ain't about nothing. He was trash. He was worse than a bum.
He was worse than a bum. So, all the things that she is about to say is what she rate a bum higher than. She basically put a bum as a higher value man than what she is about to describe. Take a listen. Listen me. You want to forget about sugar sandwiches, man? Yeah, there is a lot. There is a lot that you just want to block out. You just want to block out having to get creative for shit. Like, you got nachos and cheese and no meat, but you just put the crap together. There is so much you want to block. You forget where you came from. Ain't that a bitch?
Because he was so ignorant. He talked really bad about black women, and I did not like just black people in general. And I didn't like that.
Okay. Ew, what is that expression? What is that expression on a would be pretty face? Why do you do stuff? Stupid. Why do you do stuff? Don't do stuff. Don't do stuff. Take a look at her face. Take a look at that nose ring. I like her face. When you have lips like that and eyes like that, don't do stuff to uglify it. Don't. Don't do all the crap. What is that ring? What is that? God, I just want to pull it like a grenade pin. Why do you do that to yourself? Why do you ruin something? Because you don't appreciate shit. That's what it is. You don't appreciate stuff. You can't take a gift and be happy. Nope, you got to do something. God gave you a gift of eyes and lips like that, and you had to go and fuck it up. Why did you do that? Are you a child? Are you just one of those kids that get a radio controlled toy car and then you use it as a hammer on another radio controlled toy car? What is wrong with you? Stop. Just appreciate it. Be like, you know something? I got this face. I got these tits. There's a lot of ugly ass bitches in the world, and thank good I'm not one of them. That's how I got into this date in the first place. It's not anything I did. It's not like you worked out for those tits or something like that or that face. Nope. That is a gift, and you have besmirched it. You besmirched it. I forgot what she said. Hold on, pissing me off. I look at that nose ring and piss me off.
This high value
Look at the tits. God damn it. And that's another way you fuck up a good gift. Ciao.
He had to stick up his butt. He was one of them new money Negroes who didn't forgot where he came from, but really ain't about nothing. He was trash. He was worse than a bum because he was so ignorant. He talked really bad about black women, and I did not like this.
Oh, that's what it is. Fellas, if you find yourself on a date with a woman like this, keep the manosphere stuff to yourself. In fact, just keep the shit to yourself. For the overwhelming most, listen. I'm glad that a smart brother like myself, and not really. It's more of like a tactical smarts because I dealt with a lot of BFF in my life, is able to give you counter arguments to the bullshit that's out there. I am grateful for that. I am grateful for that. But understand this: this is defensive. This is defensive. Meaning, if a woman is to hit you with, some stupid thing like, "Oh, y'all need to take care of your kids," y'all have the perfect rebuttals because y'all been in this space. I am happy to contribute to that. But if you are on a date with this chick, and I'm picturing her without a nose ring, and I'm picturing her really just with tits, and I'm just looking at her tits. If you find yourself in a situation like this, and you say something like, "Hey, fuck those hair-headed hooligans," then you're stupid. And don't be stupid. Don't take stuff you hear from, don't take stuff that you hear here, there. And by there, I mean between your tits, between her tits. Do not take it there. Don't take it there. Wait till you get tired of fucking her before you say some ill shit that you heard somebody like me say. I know that you listen to me and every now and again you just want to scream out, "Bitch!" Or you just want to say something like that, "Fat ass bitch." I know that you get that urge. Save it for later. Some shit you do after you come, and that's one of them. Now, that being said, I don't think that he initiated this. We're just getting the interaction from her point of view. That's it. Thus far, we're just getting the interaction from her side of the story. And from her side of the story, he said it first. He shot first. Now, for all we know, she could have started off the date like, "Yeah, because these niggas ain't shit. My baby daddy ain't shit. I left him because he's doing life in jail for a triple homicide. So I left his ass. But these niggas ain't shit." And if he retaliated with "bitch" and said that she ain't shit, then maybe it's justified. But of course, she's going to admit that part. But I'm just saying, like, know when to use it. Know it's, see, the manosphere is armament. Know when to use your armament.
Black people in general, and I didn't like that. Like he's one of them. Like he just a coon, and he thought I was gonna be the
He's just a coon.
coonette to his coonery. And I wasn't.
You are a coonette, just not to his coonery. I'm going to repeat that. You are a coonette, just not to his coonery. And I'm going to get to that by the end.
Because he thought he had one. Probably because I meet his complexion standards and his
Oh, God. Oh, God. So let me ask, is it that big of a deal in places where people say "chow"? Is it that big of a deal? Her complexion. Because notice the things I compliment was eyes, lips, and tits. That's what I like on her. Why the fuck is she in bed with makeup on? Fake ass. Anyway, eyes, lips, and tits. That's what I like. That's what I like. They all have functions to me. They're all functional to me. You know what the function of the lips are, and the eyes are to look at me as the lips function. I love that shit. and I love tits. It all has a function to me. Skin tone has little to no function to me. There's certain things that I like and dislike about different skin tones. It's not that big of a deal. But she's like, I guess he thought that because I'm of a certain skin tone, that like what? He thought that you was normal? So listen at this. Listen at this.
He was worse than a bum because he was so ignorant. He talked really bad about black women, and I did not like just black people in general. And I didn't like that. Like he's one of them. Like he just a coon. And he thought I was gonna be the coonette to his cooner, and I wasn't because he thought he had one. Probably because I meet his complexion standards and his fitness standards, and
You see that? You see that? I meet his complexion standards and his fitness standards. She understands that there's a lot of fat ass bitches out there. And oh, trust me, she got 2 years. She got 2 years most. She got 2 years maximum before she's unfuckably fat. Why? Because the fitness standards and the complexion, these are things that she didn't earn. These are things that she worked for, or excuse me, that she didn't work for. These are gifts. These are gifts. It's a gift that you have the right complexion and in place that people don't get, that people give a shit about stuff like that. These are gifts. You didn't earn them, therefore you're not going to appreciate them when they disappear, and they will disappear. And I know that you don't appreciate shit because you put a nose ring and ruin the face.
his financial standards because I drive a nice car and I got some degrees.
She meets his financial standards. No, he don't care about that. He meets your financial standards. So basically, so get this. She's basically going around saying, because I feel that I'm light skinned enough. I passed the caramel Twix test, and because I have fitness, I deserve high value. Hit the like button.
And I got to get a few AMEXs. But I ain't one of them. I know exactly where I come from.
Why is that a good thing? I don't even use my AMX. Well, yeah, I do, but I use it for what you call it, for discount gas, because you get cashback rewards on gas and certain purchases. Basically, I jumble through depending on what I get back. I like getting rewards back. That's the only reason why I fuck with them. But what? It's nothing to brag about. What the hell is wrong with you? I got an Amex. What? Why does he care? Especially if he has one. Why does he care?
Because I'm still there. Okay? I wanted it. I wanted it.
So she said, "I know where I come from because I'm still there," meaning that she just she hasn't left mentally or physically. She hasn't left. She hasn't improved mentally or geographically from her situation since birth. I'm still there. I'm still at the exact same place that I came from, both mentally and geographically. So basically, what you're saying is that his mindset left your mindset, both both um, mentally and geographically, is what you're getting at. But hey, I got an Amex.
You. I'm just somebody who's trying to get their life together. But that's what sex about.
I'm not gonna give her a number. And all of you who are giving her a number, you see, here's the thing: there's fuckable and then there's not fuckable. She, in my opinion, from what I've seen thus far, is fuckable to me. Meaning that right now, my dick is not inside of her pussy, and I would much rather it be inside of her pussy than where it is now, inside my drawers. So that is what I'm getting at.
trying to date is that you either get a bum or you get one of them new money Negroes, and I'm not with none of that. Like I'm a black woman and I stand in all shades, sizes, colors, financial situations, all of it. I know exactly who I am and where I come from, and he just didn't. And I had to end that day. You know, I checked him, right?
And you know I checked him, right? And this is where she brags about being a ghetto ass Keisha. Y'all know I checked him, right? And see, they do stuff like this to solidify their place into the sisterhood. So this chick who wrote her said, "Wait, girl, tell us about the date." They are asking essentially, did you keep it real? Did you maintain a sisterhood behavior at all times? See, I want you to think about I want you to imagine like a POW, an American POW in whatever, pick your war. And then the war is over and they release all the POWs and you go back home and the sergeant says, or whomever, the interrogator, the officer, or what have you, the debriefer, they say, did you behave as a soldier at all times? Did you conduct yourself in a soldierly manner at all times? Did you represent the United States military in a positive way at all times? Is what is being asked by this. She is asking, did you stay on code? And she is answering, yeah, you know, I had to check his ass. I had to check him because he was a Negro. He was a Negro. He was one of these uppity ass Negroes. So I had to check him. I had to presume that I had a certain level of authority that I don't. The only authority I have is given to me by tits and a man's desire to suck them. That is the extent of my authority of this situation. Let me continue.
Y'all know I checked him, got him all the way together, and then at the end of the day, threw my Amex on the table like you.
Got him all the way together. He was together before he met your ass. Look at those lips.
Need me to get this. I was
And then she said, do you need me to get this? Why is she, first of all, why is she so proud of a AMX? Why is she so proud of an American Express card? What the fuck? I threw it on the table and said, do you need me to get this? Now, fellas, if you are not fucking, the answer to that question should always be yes. I repeat, if you are not fucking, the answer to that question is always going to be yes. If a bitch said, then I had to put him in his place, like, oh, you want to put me in a bitch's place, huh? Then you pay for the meal. You damn right. She pays for the meal at that point. And it's not because of some get back and get right, even though that's part of it. But you want to know the main reason? You want to know the main reason why I would have her pick up the check and I would allow her to use that Amex to pay for the meal? Because I got a stinking suspicion that it will decline. I would have a stinking suspicion that the card would decline. And I would just sit there laughing my fucking ass off. You see, here's the thing, fellas. Listen to me and listen to me good. When a woman talks about her socioeconomic worth, or really just her economic worth. And she defines her economic worth by her ability to accumulate debt, her finances is all fucked up. I repeat, if a woman defines her socioeconomic status by her ability to accumulate debt, best believe her financial situation is all the way messed up. It is all the way messed up. And I would like to see that once one listen to me and listen to me good. You must be certain that dick will not enter lips. She got some nice lips for dick sucking. So you must make sure that that is not a possibility. And then see if that card do or don't decline. Hey, decline. Okay. Look at the expression.
Did. And I had to end that day. You know, I checked him, right? Y'all know I checked him, got him all the way together. And then at the end of the day, threw my AMEX on the table like, do you need me to get this? I was hoping he said no. And he did.
Why was you hoping that he said no? Why was you hoping that he said no? See, that's why you let them pay, because they play stupid games and you win stupid prizes. And in this case, the prize would be the cost of the meal. He was hoping he said no because it should have declined. You see, you're not trying to escape a certain mindset, the same mindset that he worked so damn hard to avoid, the same mindset that you charge him up for forgetting. You're not trying to escape that mindset. He is. He wants nothing further to do with it.
Because he already knew. You got me messed up. But he was just one of them coons. That's it.
Okay, now that's that. All right, so why did I title my video the way that I did? And the reason is simple. You see, dang, why do the dogs like to bark? So over the fence, so there's a yard, and then there's a fence, and then there's like a shed, and there's a bunch of dogs that like to bark if I'm in a deep conversation with somebody, or I'm doing something like this. It's annoying. But the point is that what they want, what chicks like this want, is they want a guy to still have a impoverished mindset while not being impoverished. I repeat, they want him to have a impoverished mindset while not being impoverished. Basically, when she said you forget where you came from, what she means to say is you're supposed to act like the people from where you came behave. Meaning that if you came from the streets, you are supposed to behave like a street dude with a non-street dude income. So you're supposed to go to a corporate event sagging, is essentially what she means, because she is adept at controlling street niggas. However, she has found that there isn't much getting there, unfortunately. That there isn't much getting there. There isn't much getting in the sense of economic gain. And listen, I'm not even saying that street dudes are broke. What I'm saying is that street dudes have a the ones who got it have still a certain mindset to where it's still difficult to get it from them. because they're well, I'm not even going to get into the psychology of street dude, but let's just say it's not that easy. So what she wants is that mentality applied to something else. And I understand that feeling. You want to know why I understand that feeling? Because I want a Keisha everything. And I'm not talking about the fake haired Keisha, the fat fake haired Keisha. No, I'm talking about the full lips, the booty with the thumbprints and sometimes even the nails and the DSLs and the almond eyes. I want that with an Asian brain, particularly Oriental. I want that with an Oriental brain. That's what I want. That's what I like. That is my pleasure. I'm not talking about Oriental in the sense that she's just a little bit more submissive than a white chick. Nope. Nope. That's not what I'm talking about. I actually want her to cook me rice and walk around with the chopsticks in her hair and have one of those dresses that's too tight so they take little steps and then they get on their knees and then they serve me with chopsticks. That is exactly what I want. But I want her to be black while doing it. Damn right. I want a Bruce Leroy. I want a Bruceisha Keisha. That is what the fuck I want. That's the type of shit I like. Just somebody who's completely confused as fuck. So I get the desire for out of place stuff. I do. I do. But she's upset that he's not that. And she wants him to be that because she's looking for a certain level of malleability that she's not prepared for. You see, there are women out there who are prepared. Brittany Renner are prepared to manipulate such men. The Brittany Renners of the world. There are women out there who are prepared to manipulate such men. The Kim Kardashians are prepared to manipulate such men. And she's not prepared. You want to know why she's not prepared? Because she couldn't even pretend for one date. She couldn't even pretend like she's Stacey Dash on Clueless. She couldn't even pretend for a little bit of time. She couldn't pretend for a little bit of time that she's Hillary Blanks from the Cosby Show. She couldn't even pretend. And you want to know how I know that she's bad at pretending? Because she can't even say child. If you grew up in a place with gangs, and I did, at least not in the sense that people are used to understanding them, not in the sense that these nationwide Crip and Blood type things are going on. I didn't grow up in a place like that. But those who have understand that there are certain cues, there's certain ways that people talk to indicate what they are associated with because they talk as their surroundings talk. So if you hear somebody say cuz a lot, you pretty much know. They say cuz and they say Logan, you pretty much know what they're about. You hear somebody say something like Baco Bookies, you pretty much know what they're about. You pretty much have a clue. You could tell by the way they dress and things like that. You really can tell by certain cues who they affiliate with, who is in their circle, where they go, where they congregate, who's in their coven. And you could tell by the way she talks that she is sisterhood. You could tell by the way she talks. Why? Because even if you take the bitch out the sisterhood, you can't take out the sisterhood bitch. That is the way it is. And the moment, and she couldn't hide it. She could not even pretend just for a little bit. And then she talks about him. I got you, Dane C. And then she talks about him talking shit about black people. And then she goes on TikTok and talks shit about black men, saying that we only fall into two categories. Ain't that a bitch? So and this is another thing. That is the only two type of black men she sees. There is a world of black men out there that are not bums. And by bums, I'm assuming that she means like socioeconomic bums, like they're very poor. not necessarily homeless, but very poor, you know, um, paycheck to paycheck, maybe, or maybe even worse than that, maybe even like college student poor. So she's like, either he's that or he's six figures and above. So according to her, 50K niggas don't exist. 60K dudes don't exist. Hell, 40K don't exist. 35. What's that? A good 15, 16 an hour? Hard work, good money. Those guys don't exist. The 70K dudes don't exist. You know, right there, you're talking about management of the dudes that make the 15 an hour. You know, the guys who've been working a little bit longer, 80 to 90, those guys don't exist. Even though most men fall into those categories, those guys don't exist. The only guys that exist in her vagina are the high value men and the bums. And I get the feeling that this, I'm gonna say this, then I'm gonna close now. I want to make this 15 minutes, but y'all know how I do. But the only two category of men that exist in her vagina are high value men and low value men. That is binary thinking, and that comes from a place that say I meet the skin complexion qualifications. What the fuck is that? I mean, what is it when you have such little sense of nuance that you have to divide people into two categories? Those who qualify skin complexion and those who do not have a qualified skin complexion. Really? Do you think we're as simple as you? Do you think that we're so stupid we can't recognize an attractive dark skinned woman with big old titties? You think we think like you. And you have such little understanding about, black men of a certain income that you actually think that, oh, I dropped my AMEX on the table and that means something. You actually think that he's thinking about your damn what's in your wallet. He don't give a shit, and nor do I. You may stunt on your little friends with that. Yeah, I got a AMX. Like, okay. I'm just throwing that out there. I have a AMX. Yeah, like he knows, he just don't give a shit. And he don't give a shit about your skin complexion as much as you think. And probably the reason why he was talking about black women because he was talking about you. He was talking about how typical you were in comparison to the other ones. He recognized that you are a part of the sisterhood organization and he lost interest in you. Now, here's where the problem occurs. And there's no solution to this problem for men. Well, there is, and that is like a certain annoyance threshold. He still tolerated her after that because he still wanted to fuck. And do I partake in sisterhood with JJ? Absolutely. If a woman is attractive, I do overlook certain things how for sexual gratification. However, I only take it so far. A woman can be a candidate for sexual companionship without being a candidate for a relationship with me. I think that he tried to place her into that category without realizing that option is not available to you because you are a Negro. Dane C says, GC salute. Just watched this video yesterday. Oh, cool. Yeah, I just seen it today. Came on my feed. All right. So, and if y'all have video, send them to me. You should have sent this. I didn't mean to send it to. Send it to me. If you have a video idea, send it to me. I caught this on my own, and I don't go around trolling. So I don't go around Instagramming and TikToking and stuff. So I need you guys to send me stuff, or else it's fewer videos and possibly less interesting videos. So I need you guys to send me stuff. I believe he's GOP. That's why she didn't like him. Possibly. Possibly. So, in conclusion, this chick was not ready. She was not ready for a high value dude. Why? Because he had a program and a mindset that she wasn't ready to adapt to. He don't adapt to you. You adapt to him. He does not adjust himself to you so he can remember where he came from. You follow where he is going. Stupid bitch. You follow where he goes. What the fuck is wrong with you? You are trying to go into his world, not bring your shitty ass world to his. See, that's why I hate movies. I mean, I hate it. Y'all ever watch those movies like that new Coming to America movie or Queen Latifah bringing down a house, where you have this stereotypical black woman and then they bring her to a place that she wasn't invited to and not really particularly welcome at, but the people are just being like politically correct and tolerant of her, and then she brings all of her shit to you, like bringing down the house with Queen Latifah. She just came to this man's house after she catfished him, and then she just bought the entire hood to Steve Martin's house. Just turned his whole living room to the block. Had bitches putting weave on in it, braiding dudes' hair and shit. They think that's cool. They think people welcome that. They think people who create their own type of society and culture and stuff like that, or work hard to get into that. They think that they want to bring your ass in. Why do you think property value go down when you come with that bullshit? Why do you think it comes down? Why do you think every time you yeah, like Babs? Yeah, why do you think every time you touch something in your culture, the shit becomes worth less? You buy a $10,000 car and you put $20,000 rims on it. Next thing you know, it's worth $500. It goes down because people don't embrace your shit. You either learn to embrace his or step the fuck off, but you do got some nice dick sucking lips. With that, I'd like to thank the Cash Apps and Super Chats, managers and moderators, and members. I'd like to thank the members. Those who are listening silently, and those who participate in the chat. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. It's GameChanger 00100. Game over. Peace.